President touted success of the Afghanistan troop surge in 2009 as a reason why we can afford to bring troops home starting this year. But as this chart shows, even if 33,000 troops leave Afghanistan by the end of next year, there will still be more boots on the ground over there than before President Obama took office. So is this really the bold step the American people are looking for that will put an end to a war that is growing more and more unpopular and looking more and more like another Vietnam? Here to offer his take is Robert Greenwald, filmmaker and political activist, as well as the founder and president of Brave New Films. Robert, welcome back.
Thank you, Tom. Good to be with you.
Great to have you with us. Does the president's plan, in your mind, go far enough?
No, it doesn't go far enough, either as a tactic or as a strategy, Tom. In terms of a tactic, there's certainly the possibility of pulling in more troops, pulling them out quicker, and saving $1 million per troop that you bring home, because we know it costs $1 million for one troop for 1 year. And in terms of a strategy, a fundamental strategy, we're in this awful situation where nobody, really nobody, seems to believe that we're safer because of this war. So every day that the war goes on, Americans are killed, Afghanis are killed, billions of dollars are spent, and we're not safer. We're not better off. So it defies logic that it just keeps going on and on and on.
It seems to me, Robert, that the turning point in this war was when the president killed Osama bin Laden. And that after that, I mean, even before that, probably both of us would agree that there was no justification to bomb Afghanistan, particularly after Mullah Omar offered to arrest and send up bin Laden for trial way back in the day, you know. But whatever fig leaf of a rationale was left is largely gone, and we're propping up arguably one of the most corrupt regimes in the world. What possible, well, let me rephrase that. It seems that he's balancing, that the President of the United States is balancing, on the one hand, the screaming demands of the hawks, the military-industrial machine, and all the Republicans who are going to claim that he lost the war if he moves out really fast, and that will, you know, be very, I think he thinks, politically destructive. And on the other hand, the fact that this war is not helping us, it's driving us into the poorhouse. Isn't there some, I mean, how does he do that dance? How does he balance those two things?
Well, we know it's a tough job, and certainly not one that I would want. But I think in all seriousness that we need to, first of all, recognize that you and your listeners and your viewers have really made a profound difference over the 2 years that you and we have been talking about this. From a point where, you know, whatever it was, 90% of the country would ever believed in this war and supported it, we're now, you know, 60, 70, 80% are against it. So that's a positive, and we really should take a moment and embrace that positive, that we've all helped turn the public, helped educate them, and let them know that through Rethink Afghanistan and your work, this should not continue. Having said that, we still have a fundamental problem, which, again, you're talking about, which is we're spending $2 billion, Tom, every week on the war in Afghanistan. With Osama dead, even now, people cannot come up with a logical reason why we're there. And does anyone get up in the morning and say, you know, we're spending $2 billion this week, and boy, I feel so much more safer and so much more secure.
Right. Or instead, I think people are saying we're spending $2 billion this week, and why is my school crumbling down the street? Why do we have potholes in the roads? Do you suspect that if the president wins re-election in 2012, that we're going to see a much more rapid drawdown when the political pressure is off?
You know, I don't know, Tom, because you could make a good case that the Republicans are turning against this war right now. It's a war that has nobody liking it except Lieberman and McCain, and they're practically a joke. You know, they've never seen a war, a military that they didn't want more of. So there's really, I would argue, there's really a great opportunity for him now in terms of political capital to be braver, to be courageous, to, you know, to take a stronger position. If he's reelected, I don't know what goes through his mind, but certainly he's an person who's got incredible intellect, and you would hope and believe that the filter around him is not preventing him from hearing how badly the war is going, from understanding it's fundamentally a civil war that we've intervened. Possible chance that that government in Afghanistan can do anything other than hold us up for more money.
I think, and your work is a very important part of why we're to at least the point where the president is drawing down troops. It's better than cranking them up, as you know, for that. Robert Greenwald, brilliant work you've been doing. Thanks so much for being with us tonight.
My pleasure.